A couple of housekeeping things tonight before we get started, and a few reminders. We ask that everyone please silence your cell phones and any other technology devices you have at this time to prevent those distractions. The ceremony is being recorded and live streamed this evening, and a link will be available on our website. Since we are recording tonight's program, and thank you all for moving balloons, I appreciate it. But to maintain this special time for our graduates, we just ask that we try to keep distractions to a minimum. And so parents, if you have children that become upset or crying or anything, we have a place out in the foyer set up, and you'll be able to see it out there as well. So if you need to step out for a few minutes. And we would just ask that we prevent anything from obstructing the view for the videoing and the live stream that's going on. Thank you again for helping us with this and for helping us make this a really special night for our graduates. We will begin our program in a few moments. Thank you, everyone. Everyone, please rise for the presentation of colors and the national anthem, performed tonight by Alex Ortega from Eastview High School's choir. Please join our NJROTC.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job. That's very awesome. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Alex, and thank you to our state champions in JROTC from Eastview High School and from GHS. and from Richarte. Everyone, please be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Richarte High School senior, Paris Parker. Paris has enlisted with the United States Navy and will be serving our country. Please join me in welcoming Paris to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Paris Parker. I'm a 2022 Richarte graduate, and I'd like to welcome you all to this evening's commencement services. We would like to extend a special thank you to Superintendent of the Georgetown Independent School District, Dr. Fred Brent, our school board, the principal of Richarte, Rob Dyer, the wonderful faculty and staff of Richarte, and to those of you in the audience, our parents, our families, our friends. Without you, we would not be here. Thank you all for being here with us tonight and to help us celebrate our high school graduation. I would like to tell you a little bit about how I was lucky enough to attend Richarte High School. I was born at Lackland Air Force Base 17 years ago. From there, I moved from state to state, including Maryland, Colorado, West Texas, and Florida. My high school experience prior to Richarte was strained because I did not prioritize my academics as much as I should have. When my family moved to Georgetown last year, it was a very stressful time for my mom and me because, bottom line, we didn't know if I was going to graduate on time. We met with Principal Dyer, and when I walked out of that initial meeting with him, he just made me feel so much better. He made me believe that I could graduate on time with the rest of my friends. And 9 months later, with the encouragement of the faculty and a newfound sense of willpower, I now have enough credits to graduate on time, something I wasn't sure was going to happen. And I know my story is not unique. What makes Richarte so wonderful is that they help students in all types of situations graduate on time or even early. I am very grateful to have attended Richarte High School. And lastly, before moving on, I would like to recognize and congratulate my fellow graduates. Friends, I am so glad to have had my last year of high school with you guys, and I wish you all the best of luck on whatever path you choose. Please welcome Mr. Dyer and Ms. Hollander to the stage for our special recognitions.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Rob Dyer, principal, and this is Christina Hollander, our counselor of Richarte High School. Richarte High School sincerely appreciates the ongoing support of district and community leaders who believe in the vision and mission of our school district. We are the home of the most inspired learners, served by the most empowered leaders. At this time, I have the honor of recognizing several groups of people who work tirelessly behind the scenes to secure the future for our students in GISD. To the ladies and gentlemen of these groups, I would ask that you stand and remain standing until all have been recognized. And audience, would you please hold your applause until all are standing? First, I'd like to recognize members of the GISD Board of Trustees who have served during the 2021 and 2022 school year. Please hold your applause until the end. And board members, would you please stand? Elizabeth McFarland, Board President. Melanie Connor, Vice President. Dr. Stephen Benold, Secretary. And members Stephanie Blank, Jen Malden, Cody Hurt, James Shearer. And also special thanks to outgoing board members Scott Stribling and Andy Webb. Thank you all for your service and support. And joining us on stage tonight, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Fred Brent. Also, I'd like to express our thanks to our district leadership, GISD staff, and campus leaders for being with us this evening and for your support of Richarte High School. And thank you to our district and community leaders here with us tonight as well. Please join me again in thanking our leadership for all the support that they give Richarte High School.
Thank you to the following, and please hold your applause until the end. The Sun City Kiwanis Club and members Wayne Canino and Pat McCrory, the Rotary Club of Sun City and Adair Wolf, representatives from the GISD Education Foundation, mentors, and community business partners. Special thank you to the Locker and the Crosby family for providing much needed support for our students. We would especially like to thank Dean Baker, Curtis Parker, Kirby Campbell, Roy Martinez, Patrick Tate, Brad Gregory, and Blake McRoberts, and all our maintenance staff and custodial teams for the setup and support for this evening. Decorations were provided by the Eastview Floral Design and Photography. Tonight is provided by Eric Coleman. The reception tonight is provided by Chef Dustin Seymour and SFE and courtesy of GISD. Thank you to Lisa Nava for putting together tonight's slideshow, and to Jody McDonald and Abby Ray for editing the senior reflections and speeches. And a huge thank you to Randy Prieto, Jamie Hasso, and Barb Barrett for coordinating graduation for Richarte High School and for facilitating tonight's events. And thank you to the Richarte staff for helping make tonight's event possible. Thank you to the Georgetown Project and the Nest for supporting our students, and special recognition to BB Johnson and the Georgetown Project for being our Community Partner of the Year. Thank you to our spouses and families who support us in our work. Please join me in thanking these groups. Finally, it's my pleasure to acknowledge the teachers and staff of Richarte High School. This phenomenal team goes above and beyond the call of duty every day and does whatever it takes to help our students succeed. Teachers and staff, please stand when I call your name. Please hold your applause until the end. Dan George, Jeff Lanou, Brady McBride, Joni McDonald, Lisa Nava, Crystal Orvis Bandera, Abby Ray, Greg Rube, Perry Siegel, Randy Prieto, Jamie Hasso, Christina Hollander, Barbara Barrett, Dr. John Whittemore, Deidre Barr, and Rob Dyer. As well, our amazing substitutes, Joan Harris, Vicky Barbosa, and Melissa Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking the staff of Richarte High School. And back to Mr. Dyer.
We have a lot of acknowledgments, but we have lots and lots of support for Richarte High School. I'm sure I've forgotten somebody, so I'm going to apologize for that up front. I'm getting old, y'all. I'm having trouble remembering things, so again, forgive me if I've missed someone. At this time, we have our senior reflection. Each year, our students share thoughts and reflections about their senior year. This reflection is not just about the past year, but about experiences, friends, and memories that will last a lifetime. Our senior reflection this evening is given by Alondra Villafane Rodriguez. Please welcome Alondra to the podium.
I'm short. Bear with me, I'm not a public speaker, but I'd like to begin by thanking Principal Dyer for giving me the opportunity to give this speech to all of you. It means a lot to me, and I felt honored that you asked me, Principal Dyer. Though I'm not one to give speeches, especially in front of so many people, I knew I couldn't give up this opportunity. It's not every day that you're able to graduate from high school, so I'm pleased that all of you could join us today for this momentous event. I can tell you that from the moment you walk through the doors of Richarte, you're immediately greeted with a smile from every staff member. There are so many words I could use to describe Richarte, and one of those words is simply unmatched. Richarte redefined my standards for high school, allowing me to have a not only enjoyable experience, but a chance to grow in every possible way. I know attending this school has changed me for the better, and many of my peers as well. I hope that in the years to come, the next generation of students will have the chance to get the same experience that we did. Unfortunately, they won't have the chance to hear Mr. George's sarcastic humor or Mr. Rube's bad jokes. I meant dad jokes, Mr. Rube. Richarte is very unique in many ways, and I can confidently say it was the best decision I have ever made, and I'm sure my peers would agree. So thank you to Principal Dyer, all the staff members, the teachers, and my fellow classmates for making this school year a year worth remembering. On a final note, I'd like to congratulate everyone for all the hard work they have put in this year. Just know it was worth it in the end. And thank you, class of 2022. And now, Mr. Dyer will present our recognitions.
Now it is my pleasure to recognize students who represent the top 10% of their graduating class. These students are eligible for automatic admission to a state college or university of their choice upon completing the college or university's admission requirements. When I announce your name, please stand so that we can recognize you, and everyone please hold your applause until the end. Note, not all students are able to be with us this evening because many have gone on to other things. Our top 10%, Noelle Ulrey, Juliet Ferrofino, Flynn Yoder, Madison Martinez, Sarah Guzman, Pedro Clamaco, Josephine Revel, Aspen Alford, Isabel Solis Sanchez, and Lily Cryer. I would also like to recognize Allie Denson and Tasia Arterberry as recipients of the Bob Phillips Character Award, and Tasia Arterberry and Isabel Solis Sanchez as recipients of the Joan Harris Scholar Award. Our Student Volunteer of the Year is Michael Smith. Students, will you please stand? And please give them a huge round of applause. All right. Thank you all. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to announce the Valedictorian and Salutatorian of Richarte High School. The Valedictorian for the graduating class of 2022 is Madison Martinez. Madison plans to attend college in the fall at Texas A&M Central Texas. Madison, would you please stand? We would also like to acknowledge Madison's family, her parents, Joe and Monica Martinez, and siblings Ashton and Lila. Madison's family, would you please stand also? And let's recognize them. Thank you very much. Thank you. You may all be seated. The salutatorian for the graduating class of 2022 is Pedro Clamaco. Pedro plans to attend TSTC in the fall for welding. Pedro, could you please stand? We would also like to acknowledge Pedro's family, his parents, Santiago Cruz and Maria Clamaco, and his siblings, Dulce and Irene, and his daughter, Valeria. Pedro's family, would you please stand? Thank you. You may all be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the Richarte High School 2022 Salutatorian address will be given by Pedro Clamaco. And by the way, Pedro is the youngest salutatorian, we believe, in the history of GISD. Please welcome Pedro to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pedro Climaco. Thank you for coming tonight and supporting all of our graduates. I am here in hopes of inspiring at least one person and to share a little bit of light. When things seem to be impossible and your struggles seem to weigh you down, just know you don't have to go through it alone. Richarte High School not only teaches you math, science, English, and history, it teaches you how to lean on others for guidance and support. Life is hard, and if you don't reach out for help, it is even harder. Typically, the top 10% of students of Georgetown and Eastview High School don't come to Richarte. Students that are going through a hard time and struggling do. For me, Richarte was a great solution because I am a teen parent. And I need to graduate early so that I can get an education and provide for my daughter. I know that with an education, I will have more opportunities that my parents didn't have. Valeria means everything to me, and I hope to make her proud and be a role model for her. I am honored to be Richarte's salutatorian and be the first person in my family to go to college. To everyone that is listening, you are not alone with your battles. Reach out to others when you need it. It could make all the difference in the world. Thank you.
At this time, the Richarte High School 2022 Valedictorian Address will be given by Madison Martinez. Please welcome Madison to the podium.
Welcome, family, faculty, friends, and graduates to the Richarte High School Class of 2022 graduation. We are very thankful to all of you for being with us on this momentous occasion. If you are sitting here today, please know that you have been instrumental to the students walking across the stage tonight. We as a class have experienced something that changed the landscape for everything. Throughout the pandemic, we had to deal with illness, loss of family and friends, loss of jobs, and for some, challenges with mental illness. In addition to this, we had to jump into a 6-month sabbatical from school, after which we went into a new way of learning, the dreaded Google Classroom. For some of us, this proved to be more difficult than learning in a classroom. As a matter of fact, that is why many of us applied to Richarte. We were unsuccessful with this new method and got behind in credits. This did not mean that we were unintelligent. It meant that we had to look within ourselves and examine the way in which we learn best. In hindsight, this may have been one of the best lessons we as a class have taken away from our unique high school experience. Personally, I came to Richarte after having issues with my mental health. I got to the point that I was unable to attend school because I felt overwhelmed and intimidated. This was no doubt a repercussion of all of us not socializing for such a long period of time. All of a sudden, we were having to communicate with people when we couldn't even see half their faces. And students seemed to forget how to treat others kindly. I knew I needed to get out. Richarte has been a safe haven to me in so many ways. I am proud to say that I'm graduating a year early. This would not have been possible without my amazing teachers and family who have fully supported me along the way. I'd like to give a special thanks to my parents for being a constant source of encouragement and always being there to listen when I need them. And Miss McDonald, who has always been an amazing help in my English classes and has also been a great friend to me. We all came to Richarte High School for different reasons, carrying different baggage, and yet we are all graduating tonight together. We figured it out, what works for us, what doesn't, and how to advocate for our needs. We must never forget this lesson, my fellow classmates. I'd like to end with a quote from Pema Chodron. Nothing ever goes away until it teaches us what we need to know. Now please welcome Dr. Brent and Mr. Dyer for the certification of graduates.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Dr. Brent, I certify that the Richarte High School students receiving diplomas this evening have completed the graduation requirements of the Georgetown Independent School District and the state of Texas.
Thank you, sir. Parents and community members, please excuse me because normally I get to speak directly to the graduates. It doesn't feel right for me to speak to them when they're not looking at me. So just let's pause one moment. Madison, well done. Much respect. Good job, Pedro. Okay, guys, here's the thing. I normally have a script that I read from. I can't do that now, so we're just going to talk a minute before we certify your graduation. My job, many of you don't know what I do because I'm a superintendent of schools. I'm not your principal. My job is to work with the community and the Board of Trustees to work with your principals to make sure you are taken care of. And it's important to me, as Georgetown, Texas has become my hometown over the last 8 years, that you pause just for a moment before we certify you as graduates of our school district. And you need to reflect on the fact that your hometown is here in front of you. And it's very important that you realize and understand that the men and women of this community do love you, that they do pray for you, and they do believe in you. And that Georgetown, Texas, no matter where you go, regardless of where you are or what challenges you face, this community does love you, and this will always be your hometown. And that's a precious gift to have. So regardless if you just moved here not too long ago to where you've been here all of your life, once Georgetown, Texas is your home, it's your hometown. And we love you, and we're so, so proud of you. All right, let's get you certified. All right. Students, grandparents, and extended families, the teachers and staff of Georgetown ISD have been privileged to play a role in the life of your child. You have shared with us your most precious gift, your children, and we are very, very grateful for that. In public education, high school graduation is the pinnacle of what we do. This is the day that we launch our students, your children, these young men and women, into their future. Graduation also serves as a celebration of the legacy we leave as parents, community members, and educators, as well as a reminder of the great responsibility that we have to empower the future leaders of Texas and our nation. I'm thankful for the support that you have given these students, especially over the last few years, throughout their education. I'm just simply proud of their accomplishments. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of you. So, Board President Elizabeth McFarland and the trustees of Georgetown ISD, as the superintendent of schools, it is my distinct honor to certify that the students here before us tonight, the Richarte High School class of 2022, have met the requirements as determined by the state of Texas and the Georgetown Independent School District Board of Trustees for high school graduation. Congratulations, students.
Trustees, at this time, if you would please join us on stage for the presentation of diplomas, and teachers, if you'd please join us as well. Our teachers at Richarte High School, students prepare senior paragraphs talking about their experience at Richarte. Our teachers read the student's name and then their paragraph while the student receives their diploma. In the interest of time, and so that everyone can hear the paragraphs, please hold your applause until the end of the student's paragraph, and then we'll applaud for each student as we go along.
Madison Martinez. After graduation, I plan to attend Texas A&M Central Texas in the fall, and I hope to become a registered nurse through their nursing program. I'd like to thank my family and friends for all of their support throughout this journey. With your encouragement, I was able to find a place that satisfied not only my academic needs, but also the needs of my mental health. Mr. Dyer, thank you for giving me the opportunity to attend Richarte. It's a great example of the traditional high school environment working and then not working. My fellow graduates always know that you are in control of your education and must have the courage to make the changes as obstacles or challenges present themselves. Congratulations, class of 2022. Pedro Climaco. What I love about Richarte is that everyone here is so caring, and it's a place without judgment. Everyone is accepted for who they are. I would like to thank my family for being there through this tough journey of mine. I appreciate their support and how they pushed me to my limits to be here tonight. During the summer, I plan to work at Team USA to provide for my daughter with the things that she needs. I'm glad I got the full opportunity to attend Richarte High School, and I'm grateful for all the teachers that have put their time and effort into helping me cross the stage tonight. After graduation, my goal is to attend Texas State Technical College and graduate with an associate's degree for welding. Paris Parker. I've been in school for 12 years, and I really didn't know how good I had it until now. Soon I'm going to get a real job and start paying my own bills. I'm thankful I was given the chance to go to Richarte, whose administrative staff helped me finish school quicker than I thought I could. I've set plenty of goals for myself after graduation, and I plan to see them through 100%. I've enlisted into the Navy, where I plan on staying for a long time while also getting my college paid for. There have been so many people who have helped me get to this next phase in my life. For instance, my music teacher, Mr. Lanou, who I could talk to for hours about guitars and rock bands, made my senior year so much more enjoyable. And thanks to my mom, who stuck with me through all of my failures and taught me to learn from them. And my big brother, Joey, who always helped me find my confidence and made me look forward to the coming day. I wish my fellow classmates luck in their futures and hope they become as close as they can to accomplishing their goals. Alondra Nicole Villafane Rodriguez. I cannot begin to express how grateful I am for the high school experience I had at Richarte. Though my time here was brief, it made a huge impact on me. I've told Mr. Rube so many times how horrible I was at math, yet he's managed to make math feel like such an easy and fun subject to me, to the point where I actually enjoyed coming to his math class. So thank you, Mr. Rube. I believe you have honestly made the biggest impact on me here. Ms. McDonald, thank you for allowing me to gain the experience I did in your child development class. It was an amazing learning opportunity for me, and I know it will help me in the future career. Thank you to Ms. Nava for trusting me with the responsibilities of Key Club. It was truly an experience I won't forget. It made me feel like I was actually a part of something and doing something important for not just myself, but for others as well. I can say with 100% certainty that I'll never forget the memories I made here, nor the people I met. Every single staff member and teacher was always so kind and welcoming and funny in their own ways. So I truly want to thank everyone and congratulate all of my fellow peers and classmates for this school year. Isabel Solis Sanchez. I'm not sure what drove me to Richarte, but it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. A year ago, I never would have imagined I'd actually be graduating early. During my time at Richarte, I met the most amazing teachers and have supported me every step of the way. I made friends with the most caring and loving people and was constantly surrounded by support. I'd like to thank Mrs. Harris for being my #1 fan and telling me how proud she was of me nearly every day. I will always remember her encouraging and loving words. I'd also like to thank Mr. George for believing in me no matter what. You have given me the drive to further my education and pursue my dreams. Thank you to my mom and sister Carla for being my small, loving family. I'm grateful for all my teachers and friends that have helped me get to this point. After high school, I will be attending Austin Community College to become an American Sign Language interpreter. Maybe someday Ms. Harris will see me signing for an audience on TV. Evelyn Aguilera. I've spent the past 4 years under the impression that high school is a never-ending adventure because that's how it feels. I hope with all my heart that each one of you has cherished these precious moments we have spent together, because no matter how much you want to, you can't come back to high school. The last few months of high school are crazy. So many emotions are flying around and you can't tell the difference between excitement, nerves, or grief. Now we're expected to create a new life for ourselves for the first time. I'm very blessed. I don't have everything I wish for, but I have everything I need: a loving family and a roof over my head. We all want school to be over until that day comes, and all of us will be standing in alphabetical order in a cap and gown with the people who've watched you grow up. I would also like to thank all the hardworking teachers that helped me out during these hard times. Thank you for everything. Aspen Alford. My goal at Richarte was to finish my classes as fast as I could. One of my fondest memories was having lunch and laughing with all of my friends. I would like to thank Mrs. Ray because she always encouraged me to get my work completed and to not procrastinate. Thank you to my mom. She's the best. Good luck to the class of 2022. Josephine Andrews. My high school experience was complicated. I have lots of friends who were older than me, so freshman year seemed like sophomore year, and so on. I transferred to Richarte High School from Georgetown High School in order to be able to graduate early, and I'm proud to say that I've met that goal. I would like to thank my mother for her help with all of my projects and essays. I'm grateful for the teachers and staff that helped me at Richarte and Georgetown High School. I would like to thank my aunt, uncle, and Gigi for their love and support during my high school years. After graduation, I hope to go to cosmetology school.
Tristan Arriaga. High school has been a bit of a roller coaster with highs and lows. Thanks to Richarte for helping me not only with the school issues, but with outside issues as well. I'm extremely thankful for my beautiful family, the Gomez family, my teachers, Sarge, and my friends, Avery, Christian, Melanie, and Gomez. Thank you all for the love, help, and memories I've gained through the years. Lastly, rest easy, Brian. Tasia Arterberry. High school has been a very interesting time for me. COVID hit during the end of my freshman year, and I had to attend virtual school for almost a year and a half. As a result of virtual school, I struggled with a loss of motivation, and I wasn't confident in my academic skills. I originally chose Richarte High School to get a chance to graduate early, but ultimately to get a fresh start. Attending Richarte has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. All of the staff members and teachers are amazing. Principal Dyer constantly goes above and beyond for his students and teachers. We are so thankful for that. I want to send a big thanks to a few of the teachers who've always encouraged me to do my best and who made the biggest impact on me this year. Mr. Rube has been one of the best teachers I've ever been blessed to have. He has always been positive and gives great advice. Thank you to Mr. George for being the best history teacher I've ever had. It was such a pleasure to be taught by you. Thank you, Mr. Lanou, for helping me get through all of my online classes and for being a great example and a positive leader. Congratulations, class of 2022. Angelica Avila. I worked hard every day to be where I am and to be who I am today. Thank you, Mom, for staying by my side at 3 a.m. Thank you, Mr. Lanou, for being my mentor. And thank you, Ms. McDonald, for being available during my late nights of studying. I appreciate everyone that told me you can do it. Robert Plant once said, "Your time is going to come," and it has, class of 2022. Go change the world. Mario Aviles. I came to Richarte High School to get back on the right track, and it has been a great experience for me. Richarte helped me in every possible way, from my classes to the teachers and the friendly environment. I'd like to give a special thanks to Mrs. Ray, Mr. Siegel, and my mom. I couldn't have done it without y'all. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would do things differently, for sure. My plan for the future is to become a registered nurse. Willis Bannon. First off, I would like to say congratulations. We made it. I don't think that I would have made it if it wasn't for my parents. I would like to thank them along with my teachers. I've had an amazing 12 years of school, and I'm excited to start attending Southern Career Institute in Waco and to begin my welding career. Quentin Bell. I can't believe it's finally happening. I am finally a graduate walking the stage. I would like to say congratulations to all that have graduated this year. RHS really helped me because I was failing and falling behind in all my classes. It really helped me to get caught up, and now I'm graduating a whole year early. I don't really have a plan after high school, but I would like to travel the world and see and learn new things. I would like to say thank you to Mr. Dyer for accepting me and giving me a chance. I would also like to thank Ms. McDonald for encouraging me to read more, and Mrs. Nava for getting me out of my comfort zone. I am also thankful for my parents, because without them, I wouldn't have known about Richarte. The whole RHS staff was really helpful, and I'm very grateful for all they have done for me. Brooke Bleeker. Coming into high school, I thought it would be smooth sailing. Was I wrong? During my senior year, I realized that I was struggling and I needed a change. I chose Richarte because of the self-paced curriculum and the ability to graduate early. This school gave me the opportunity and the confidence to succeed in school again. I am proud to say that I will be attending Tarleton State University in the fall. Thank you to my teachers for motivating me. Thank you to my amazing mother and father for keeping me on track and always believing in me, even when I couldn't believe in myself. Jose Bolanos. My high school experience was both fun and boring. Sometimes I wouldn't go to school and I thought to myself, I don't think I'm going to finish high school. I should just drop out. I'm relieved that I didn't take that path. I chose Richarte because I saw it as a second chance. I actually learned at this school. I am grateful for all the teachers and staff for helping me get motivated and moving me forward. My plans after graduation are to go to a pharmacy tech program and possibly college after that. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Kaylee Broughton. For someone who struggles with human interaction, school has always been a challenge. With the help of my dad, my cousins, my uncles, and Mrs. Barb, I am grateful to be graduating tonight. Thank you to these special people. You made all the difference. Tori Carney. The past 4 years have been a roller coaster with lots of up and downs. Coming to Richarte was the best decision I could have made. I'm glad I was able to complete all my schoolwork. I definitely couldn't have done it without the amazing staff there. I would like to thank all the teachers for being very patient with me and never giving up on me. I couldn't have done it without your help. Thank you to Mr. Dyer and Mrs. Barr for understanding all the complications life itself brings, not including school. They were the biggest help when it came to accommodating my needs. Lastly, I want to give the biggest thank you to my mom. Without her, I wouldn't even be here walking this stage. She always knows the right things to say at the perfect time, and she was able to encourage me to keep going, not only for myself, but for my kids. When I leave here, I plan on taking a year off to attend to my children's needs and be the best mommy I can be. Sorry. In the future, I hope to attend a community college to become an ultrasound technician. If all else fails, I will attend cosmetology school to become a nail technician or hairdresser. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Isaiah Carrasco. My high school experience has been a stressful roller coaster. I got halfway through my freshman year before I lost all my motivation. COVID didn't help me out either. During my junior year, I met my girlfriend and she encouraged me to apply myself again. Thank you, CJ. After graduation, I plan to go to ACC to complete my core classes and eventually transfer to A&M to pursue a degree in ichthyology. Juan Carrasco Mata. After graduation, I plan to attend Texas State Technical College and get certified for paint and auto body. I would like to thank my uncle and my aunt for encouraging me to do what I love. I am very grateful to have good influences in my life to guide me down the right path. I appreciate my teachers for supporting me through everything that life threw at me. Thank you to all the staff at Richarte for helping me overcome my obstacles so that I could cross the stage tonight. Jasmine Carrillo. As you can see, I've made it to graduation, something I never thought I'd make it to. Throughout my high school experience, I was struggling with grades and attendance. I didn't think I was going to make it. My sister ended up going to Richarte. She would always tell me to go so they could help me through my struggles. I didn't listen. After reaching a new low point, I finally applied. Throughout my time at Richarte, I learned so much. I would like to thank everyone for believing that I could graduate. I want to thank them for taking their time with me and for helping me figure out what I want to do in life. A special thank you to Mrs. Harris for being the sweetest and most loving person I know. You always made my day talking to you. I will never forget our conversations. Thank you for giving me encouragement and hope. After graduation, I plan on starting a dental program and getting settled in my new home with the love of my life. Congratulations to my fellow grads. You made it. I'm very proud of every single one of you for pushing yourself and accomplishing it all. Y'all are going to do great in life. Kayla Crawford. Thank you to all the teachers at Richarte that helped me get to this point. I am grateful for the most remarkable math teachers, Mr. Rube and Mr. McBride, for making my most hated and most difficult subject the easiest. Also, thank you to my parents for forcing me to get up every morning for school. I chose Richarte because after researching, it sounded like it would suit all of my needs. I'm so happy I chose to come here to finish out my high school career. I will be joining the military and look forward to a successful future. Celso Cruz. My time at Richarte High School was an amazing experience. Here at Richarte, the staff are very friendly and respectful. I chose to come here because I was in need of recovering credits. Thank you to the amazing staff to help me make that happen. I'd like to thank everyone that helped me, especially when I was down. You all made a difference. My plan after this is to achieve more than now, not just physically, but mentally. More struggle, more challenges, more action. They say the more you struggle, the more you learn. My hope for the future is like anybody else, to be called successful. What does the word successful even mean? To be rich and a genius, or to be a kind, beloved person with a heart of gold? I believe it just means to be the best true version of yourself, take events into your own hands, and yeah, maybe own a 10-car garage. Anything is possible in the U.S. Congratulations, class of 2022. I hope you all the best. Satara Cruz Cuevas. My plan after graduation is to attend Austin Community College to complete my prerequisites before deciding on my career. I also plan to be working while I am taking these courses. I want to thank my mother's friend Crystal for recommending this school and my parents for encouraging me to get my high school diploma instead of a GED. Richarte has given me great opportunities and help with getting my work done and creating a plan for after high school. The school has a supportive and understanding environment that has really helped me achieve my goals.
Alexis Denson. The past 4 years have flown by, and the experiences we have had together have created friendships that will last forever. I'd like to thank my mom for being my #1 supporter throughout the years. She has stood by me and pushed me to always do great and always work hard. I would also like to thank Mrs. McDonald for being a great listener when I needed it most. My hopes for all of the graduates here tonight are not to be too hard on yourselves, learn from your mistakes, and have fun. Congrats, class of 2022. We made it. Juliet Ferrafino. Throughout my high school career, I've seen fun times, stressful times, and moments I will forever carry with me. Thank you to my mother for all of her support. Here we go, class of 2022. Do great things. Belladonna Frazier. I would like to thank all of the teachers and staff that helped me on my path to graduation. Thank you to my family for always being there and encouraging me to be successful. I'm grateful for my best friend Kat and her family. I don't know where I would be without them. After graduation, I plan on attending college and eventually earning a degree in medicine. Peyton Hairston. Before Richarte, my high school experience felt like being stuck in the middle of the ocean, about to be eaten by sharks. And just when I had given up all hope, I was saved. In all seriousness, I doubted that I would ever be crossing the stage, so thank you to all the teachers that helped me get here. I would also like to thank my mother. She has been not only my mom, but both mom and dad. If it weren't for her, I would not be where I am today. Thank you to my 3 brothers who have toughened me up since day one. I appreciate you all for never taking it easy on me. In closing, I would like to thank Richarte High School for their amazing staff and principal. If it weren't for Mr. George's constant nagging, Mrs. Nava's mothering, Mr. Dyer's continuous support, and all of the front desk ladies' good mornings, I truly wouldn't be able to walk across this stage today. After high school, I'm going to join the Coast Guard to serve my country. Sydney Henderson. I want to start this paragraph off by saying thank you to the people who encouraged me the most through my academic career, and those are my parents. To my dad, who gave me a countless number of math problems with me and challenged me through my academic career, and to my mom, who taught me how to read and made sure I kept up with absolutely everything. I'm also so grateful to my teachers who provided me with the knowledge I have, and thank you to Richarte High School for giving me this opportunity to get started with my life earlier than most. After I graduate high school, I plan on continuing my education at either the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, or College of the Ozarks, majoring in mathematics and minoring in education. Nicholas Hernandez. My high school experience is one full of wild times and fun rides. I was a kid just having fun in a world full of hate and abuse. I chose this school and didn't have any expectations other than I'm going to be able to catch up and pass, but would not have graduated if it wasn't for this school. I thank Mr. George for being a father figure to me. I thank Mr. Lanu and Mr. Rube for trying their hardest to keep me up to date and motivated. I thank Ms. Hollander for keeping me sane, and I thank Mr. McBride for being a truly good friend. I thank Ms. Ray for always checking in on me and always being happy to see me. I thank Mr. Siegel for not letting me jump in the pool in his class. Most of all, I thank Mr. Dyer and Mrs. Barr. Without them constantly doing the best they can, none of us would be here getting our lives together, and I would not be graduating if they did not help me keep going. I thank you for their patience you all have and the love you all have for education. If I could have started here at Chip Richarte High School, I would have been in the best shape of my life. I love the people here, the students and the teachers. Even though my life has been rough, the light that the Lion Pride has shown me brightens my darkest hours. I only wish the best for all of you, and I hope you all succeed in wonderful ways. I hope to eventually become a combat medic, and I hope I am successful and have a family in the future.
Angel Hernandez Cuevas. I've been at Richarte since my sophomore year, and throughout the years I've watched my friends graduate, and now my friends are going to see me graduate. During my freshman year at Eastview, I decided I wanted to drop out. What a horrible mistake that would have been. My friend Alex told me about Richarte, and I decided to start anew. Thank you to Mr. Dyer for accepting me into the amazing school. I just have one message for you all. When things get difficult, don't quit. Instead, look for a new opportunity. Life always gives you chances. You just need to keep looking. Lily Cryer. I've made it to graduation, something I never thought I'd make it to. Throughout my time at Richarte, I learned so much. I would like to thank the teachers for believing in me and for helping me figure out what I want to do in life. After graduation, I'll be going to ACC for 2 years and then transferring to Southwestern University to study education. Congratulations to everyone who graduated. I'm very proud of every single one of you for pushing yourselves. Y'all are going to do great in life. Andrew Lyon. It felt like the day I would walk across this stage would never come, and here I am. Being at Richarte has been such a blessing for me. It's one of the only places I have been that felt comfortable and excited to learn about the subjects I have interest in. I grew so much as a student in person, and I'm looking forward to what my future has in store for me. After graduation, I'll be attending ACC to get my basic courses finished. In the fall of 2013, I will transfer to Texas Tech or TCU. Isaac Lucero. High school is a place where you're going to start to shape your life. It is a time where opinions and morals become part of your fabric. It's where you're not only going to learn about the basic school stuff, you're going to learn how to grow up, essentially how to be an adult. My experience in high school has always had its ups and downs, from lonely days walking by myself to being surrounded by a big group of people who love me. High school was always a weird, special place in my heart. I've met so many amazing people and some not so good ones. I've learned from both. After high school, I plan to take an apprenticeship with IES Residential, where I will learn to be an electrician. In the coming years, I hope I will be able to start my own electrical company. A huge thank to all the teachers at Richarte for helping me reach my goals. And to my friends, thank you for believing in me and always supporting me, even when I couldn't support myself. Good luck to my fellow classmates. Faith Martinez. After graduation, I planned on attending Bevel Barber School in Austin. I'd like to thank my friends and my beautiful daughter, Renesmee, for always being by my side when I need them. I appreciate all the teachers and staff who are always available to give me good advice. I miss my three angels in the sky, Mama G, Ryan, and my big brother Jay. You all kept me motivated to keep moving forward. So for the class of 2022 in Richarte High School, it was a pleasure being with y'all, but it's time to go. Oh, and hey, Mr. George, check you later. Jennifer Martinez. My high school experience was filled with a lot of ups and downs. Everything changed 2 years ago when I decided to attend Richarte High School. At this time, I was really at my lowest point with school. I was willing to drop out and just work at a full-time job. I would probably be at that job today if I didn't make a hard decision about my future. Richarte taught me a lot about independence and also about life experience in general. When I realized what I was going to have to face as a young adult, I was really scared of what might happen if I were alone in the world. School taught me how to be independent and learn from my mistakes. No one's going to give you life better than you, so why not just ignore all the negativity and focus on the positive? It was in this mindset that I got through high school. I am thankful for my mom and my amazing math teacher, Mr. Rube. Without them, I wouldn't have believed in my full potential or finished my education. I think of this time as the beginning of my young adult life. I'm happy with high school experience and I wouldn't change a thing. Helena Matheson. I have waited for this day literally my whole life. I'm so excited to be graduating. Our high school experience has not been typical. COVID changed everything. A lot of us found it difficult to adapt to these new changes and struggled. Richarte was exactly what I needed to push through and graduate. I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me and loving me. I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you to Mrs. Firkins for making school so much fun for me. Also for my Miso 1 instructor, Mr. John, who gave me courage and strength and taught me to never give up anything. Thank you, sir. Chief Bowman and Chief Gooseby, you have been great role models. I appreciate all you have done for me. Lastly, I'd like to thank Mr. Dyer, who is the coolest principal in the world, for making this possible for me. After graduation, I will continue working and go to a vocational school and hopefully get a really good job that I enjoy. To all my fellow classmates, and congratulations for staying strong, being dedicated, and committed to getting the work done.
Eli McFarland. My high school experience started awful. I hated going to class, and everything we did I thought was useless. This caused my grades to tank, which forced me to have a short tenure at Marine Military Academy. I came back to Georgetown, and after another year at GHS, I realized something was wrong. I needed change, and Richarte seemed like the best fit for me. At first, I was skeptical, but I wouldn't change anything for the experience I've had this last year. Everyone at Richarte wants the best for every single student that comes through. The staff goes above and beyond in making sure every student is getting their work done, as well as making the experience as pleasurable as possible. Richarte made my high school experience amazing, and everything I had once hated about school I now enjoy. I want to give extra thanks to Mr. George, as he set the golden example for what every teacher should strive to be. He made sure all of his students were understanding the material before we moved on, and did everything he could to make students want to learn. I had always dreamt of having a teacher as amazing as you, and I wish all kids could have someone as caring as you. I wish you the absolute best for retirement. I want you to remember all of the kids' hearts you've touched, no matter where you were coaching or teaching. I also want to thank my parents. They both helped raise me to be the best version of me. I always looked up to my dad's determination and grit, for if he wanted something to get done, I could guarantee it was getting done. He won't set anything down until it is finished, and he always makes sure he does his best effort to do it correctly. My mother's perseverance is mind-boggling, since she has to tackle work for both school board and her job. If something is going awful in either one, she will still be able to get everything done for both of them without missing a beat. I will be enlisting into the Coast Guard, where I hope to start my own legacy using the knowledge I have acquired through my childhood. Thank you, everyone, for supporting me, and I wish the best for all my fellow classmates. Braxton Moore. I would like to start by thanking all of the Richarte staff for their dedication to my success. Without them, I don't think I would have made it this far. I truly believe Richarte was the best thing to ever happen to me. I'd also like to express my gratitude to Mr. George for always encouraging me to do my best, Ms. McDonald for helping me complete my English classes and helping me find jobs outside of school, Mrs. Bandera for helping me complete my science courses and always being there to talk when I needed it. After graduation, I plan on attending Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University for a bachelor's degree in air traffic management. After that, I'd like to work for the FFA as an air traffic controller. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom and dad for always being there for me. I appreciate you always believing in me and pushing me to do my best. Words cannot describe how important you both are to me, and I owe my success to you. Zaira Morales. I chose Richarte High School because I wanted to graduate early, but that didn't go as planned. Learning how to balance school and my social life was more challenging than I thought it would be. I'm graduating tonight, though, and for that I am proud. My hopes for the future are to become successful, to be stable, and to protect my family and my future. As odd as it sounds, I would like to thank my family for doubting that I would cross this stage tonight. This actually motivated me to graduate. In the future, I plan to become a dental hygienist. Catherine Moreno. I came to Richarte as a Hail Mary during my sophomore year. Soon this school became a lot more than that. I met the best teachers and made lots of friends, not to mention beating JHS at Sea Perch Regionals. I am thankful for all the great teachers and classes I've had at Richarte. Thank you to all my amazing friends. You have all gave me the love and support I needed to keep going. Teachers, I appreciate your patience with me. This allowed me to graduate early. I love you all. Gracias a mi familia por ayudarme a pasar la escuela secundaria. Los amo a todos. Suzette Moreno. I am honored to be here today graduating from Richarte High School. I knew from the moment I enrolled in this school it would be a great fit for me. Thanks to my family and friends for always believing in me and being so supportive throughout my life. I am grateful to Richarte High School students, teachers, and staff for making my senior year amazing. Congrats, class of 2022. Sayona Packer. Seems like just the other day, we were all excited for high school. Freshman year, I had the time of my life. Let's just say after sophomore year, I wasn't ready for it to be over. I didn't see the value in coming to school every day. I was tired of hearing how important it was to get a diploma. After a period of time, I decided to just go for it. Thank you, Richarte, for giving me the opportunity to graduate and make my family proud. Levi Ragosa. The reason I chose Richarte was because it gave me the opportunity to graduate on time. There are so many people I'd like to thank, but mainly my mom for pushing me through everything, just so I can succeed. I hope to have a happy and successful future.
Andrew Renna. I never thought I'd get to this point. I'd be here without the support and care of so many people. I'd like to thank my family and the teachers that refused to give up on me, despite me giving up on myself time and time again. Even though I had very little passion for school, I was motivated by those who showed genuine love for me and my future. After graduation, I will be going into the workforce and pursuing an education in computer technology and AI. Luis Reyes. How did Richarte High School help me? That's an easy answer. It helped me graduate and helped me to show everyone that I could finish something and be someone in life. A year ago, my family and friends didn't think that I would finish high school. I wanted to drop out and not finish high school and start working. Fortunately, I gave Richarte a shot, and now I know what I want to do with my life. Principal Dyer, thank you for accepting me into your school, and Miss Barb for always helping me make sure I was at school and for simply listening to me. She treated me like family. I would also like to thank Miss McDonald for also helping me in my English classes. She always kept me on track and made sure that my work was done. She is the nicest person, and she always treated me with kindness and respect. I am grateful to all the teachers and staff at Richarte High School that helped me graduate. Congratulations, friends, we did it. Natalie Rivera. I chose to attend Richarte because I wanted to graduate early. It was a good solution for me because I felt more independent and I could work at my own pace. The teachers at Richarte truly care about you, and there is very little drama with students. Thank you, Ms. Harris. She always had that positive attitude, never had bad days, or if she did, she didn't show it to students. Good luck, class of 2022, with whatever you choose to do in life. Judith Rocha. First off, I want to say, wow, we did it. We actually graduated. We made it. I want to thank all the teachers and everyone in the office for helping me when I needed help and getting me to where I am right now, walking across the stage. High school was rough for me, but when I got to Richarte, everything got way better. Everyone here was so helpful and kind. My plans for the future is to start my own business in hair and skincare. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Israel Romero. After being homeschooled and attending Eastview for a period of time, I decided to go to Richarte High School so that I could get back on track with my credits. I have made good friends, got to travel a bit in ROTC, and learned things I thought I never learned. My career after graduation is to start working and save up for a car. Eventually, I would like to be able to purchase the proper equipment so I can make YouTube videos. Thank you to all that helped me graduate today. Jancy Sanchez. When I first started high school, it was quickly got exhausting. I roamed the crowded halls every day, feeling like I was just a number. But when I started going to Richarte, my mindset completely changed. I was viewed as a person instead of a number. The teachers really cared about not only my education, but my mental state as well. I was introduced to Richarte by my boyfriend Isaiah, who joined a year before me, and by then my summer school teacher, Miss McDonald. When I started, I felt incredibly welcomed and included. I made amazing friends and formed close bonds with all my teachers. I would first like to thank my mom for always believing in me and encouraging me to keep going and further my education. I would also like to thank Isaiah for introducing me to this opportunity and always sticking by my side, no matter the circumstance. Next are my amazing group of friends, Destiny, Paris, and Kat. I am not good at showing my true emotions to them, but they have helped me through some really rough times, and there's not one moment I can remember without them that wasn't full of laughter. And finally, I would like to thank all my teachers for being so sweet and making me excited to go to school for once. I love you all, and thank you for the amazing end to 12 long years of work. I wouldn't have it any other way. Juan Sanchez. We, the class of 2022, are the powerhouse of innovation and creativity. We push boundaries to make the world a better place, even in the smallest ways. Always remember where you came from and always remember where you are going. Thank you to all my teachers and the RHS staff for helping me throughout my high school journey. Without them, I probably wouldn't be here today. A big thanks to my family for pushing me to be the better person and never giving up on me. Congratulations, class of 2022. Christopher A. Santos Velasquez. The reason why I chose to attend Richarte High School was because I saw an opportunity for me to finish high school early, even though I was behind on my credits. The teachers and staff were very supportive, and I couldn't have done it without them. I would like to thank my mom and my friends for helping me achieve this goal. After graduation, I plan to apply to trade schools for carpentry.
old age. Lucy Schoenfeld. I never really liked high school or school in general. People make me very nervous. I chose Richarte because I thought I would be more comfortable in smaller classes. I would like to thank all the people who have made an impact on my life, starting with my mom. She has been learning and growing with me since the start. I'm so appreciative of my Aunt Nikki for driving me to school, my sisters Cora and Alexis for supporting me, and my grandma for showing me how to be creative. Mason, thank you for showing me forgiveness and understanding. Tabby, thank you for showing me patience. I love you all. Congratulations to the Richarte class of 2022. Kayla Sherman. High school was a bumpy ride for me. I had a hard time with academics and choosing friends that would uplift me rather than bring me down. I made a lot of mistakes and caused my mom's gray hairs to come earlier than she wanted them to. In full honesty, I wouldn't change a thing about it. Like Snoop Dogg once said, sometimes a loss is the best thing that can happen. It teaches you what you should have done next time. I'm proud of who I am today and all the hard work that I have put into being able to walk across this stage tonight. I am grateful for the opportunity to go to Richarte and graduate with my class on time. I couldn't have done it without the help of my amazing teachers. I am so thankful for the love and support I have gotten from my friends and family as well. But most importantly, I would like to thank my mom for always seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and for believing in me when I didn't have the strength to believe in myself. Thank you, Mom. I love you. Good luck to my class. I hope all of you have successful futures and are able to make the life you want for yourselves. For this girl, the tassel was definitely worth the hassle. Caleb Smith. I've been to 4 different high schools, including Richarte. It's been a fun ride, but I'm glad to finally be out and about. I plan on going to ACC to pursue business management in hopes of being a broker one day. Thank you to all my Richarte teachers. Y'all single-handedly made my life and graduating so much easier. Best of luck, class of 2022. Michael Smith. I am happy to say that I'm done with everything. If it wasn't for Richarte High School, I would not have graduated. I would like to thank all of the teachers and staff for helping me get to this point in my life. I am excited for the next chapter in my life. After graduation, I'm going to study for the ASVAB test so I can join the Air Force. After that, we'll just see what happens. Maren Stoops. I am incredibly thankful for the opportunity to graduate from Richarte High School, a place where the teachers truly care and want you to succeed, not only in their classes, but in life and beyond. In a few months that I attended Richarte, I grew close with many of the teachers and students, which is something I never experienced in my 3 previous years. I am confident that I will be successful in my future endeavors because of the great support system that I have in my life. Stephen Treadway. During school, I had a strong belief that public education shouldn't be taught the way it is in modern times. My first 2 years of school were miserable. My perception was to survive to the next day, make this deadline, pass all my classes, blah, 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 blah. That's him, not me. Mentally, I was spiraling downward. I started to give up on achieving anything. My mindset was, why am I learning all of this when I will never use it? With some effort and some encouragement from the staff at Richarte and some searching on my part, I found my passion in the automotive industry. I finally found an area that I could learn and excel in. I'll forever be grateful for the staff putting up with my bad attitude and understanding that I was just a scared kid who just needed some basic guidance. Without y'all, I really believe I wouldn't be here. Finally, thank you to my amazing and beautiful mother for her guiding me into the gentleman I have become today, teaching me right from wrong and always showing me things with love and not anger. To the rest of my family in attendance and not in attendance, thank you for being here for us both. Richarte is the only reason I'm graduating tonight. I appreciate this school more than you would ever know. Noelle Ori. For the first 3 years of high school, I went to Eastview High, and my experience there was good. I was in choir and theater, and I loved all my friends and most of my teachers. My senior year, I made the decision to transfer to Richarte because I wanted to graduate early and because of some issues with other departments. Transferring to Richarte was probably one of the hardest and best decisions I've made in my educational career. And while I was sad to leave my friends and the extracurriculars I loved, I could have not chosen a better school for me and my mental health. I loved every second in the 3 months I spent attending Richarte, and I appreciate the kindness that all of the teachers showed me and my classmates. I'm very excited to be where I am today, and I'm so grateful for all the people who have supported and uplifted me through this whole experience. I am a strong woman. I am today because of all of you. I encourage you all to make your voices heard and to always believe in yourselves.
Mr. Rose. Man, these lights are bright. I don't know. I'm just telling you. Just the kind of bright. Students, at this time, you may switch your tassels. Before our final remarks, I'd like to remind all of you that you're invited to a reception next door in the GHS gym in honor of our graduates. We'd love for you to attend with us. It'll be following the recessional. Please wait until our graduates and teachers exit the auditorium, and we'll ask you to meet your graduate next door. And now, please welcome Isabel Solis Sanchez.
The mission of GISD reflects 5 key words of our hopes and dreams for our future: inspire, empower, lead, grow, and serve. These 5 words will serve as a guide for our ambitions and success. Throughout my years in GISD, pre-K through now, attending school under the Georgetown School District, these words have been instilled and modeled always. Inspire those around you to be the best version of themselves, and to be the best version of yourself, no matter what. Empower yourself and others into achieving all aspirations. Be a leader in your own way to make a difference. A leader knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Continue to grow, learn, and improve yourself, influencing those around you. And lastly, serve. Serve your community and world, as it is a reciprocal cycle that continues and goes a long way. Richarte is a great example of all these attributes. During my time here, I was inspired and encouraged by all. This school has truly saved me and others, and I cannot express enough that this is the school to be at. Now finally, class of 2022, the future is in your hands, so go and make it the best you can. Make a difference, and good luck.
Seniors, you are now graduates of Richarte High School with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities this entails. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the 2022 Richarte High School senior class. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Teachers, if you'll please lead us to the gym. This way. Jody.